I am Gene Cernan, Apollo astronaut. It is with great pride and pleasure that I welcome you on this tour. What makes the Johnson Space Center special is that the elite men and women who go into space work live and train here. What makes us successful is the teaming of the astronauts and the people who support them. From the largest indoor underwater training facility in the world to the operation of the largest orbiting science laboratory, the International Space Station, Johnson Space Center has always been on the leading edge of discovery and innovation. I was the last human ever to have set foot on the moon, but not for long. Right here and now, the men and women of JSC are working on a new generation of spacecraft for human spaceflight. It is indeed an exciting time to be here. On this tour, you will share and experience the spirit and the history that is the Johnson Space Center. Welcome.
We choose to go to the moon. We choose to go to the moon. We choose to go to the moon in this decade and do the other things, not because they are easy.
But if you're holding on to something that's being manipulated, sound will travel through your suit and you can hear it. So for instance, when we were holding on to the mass canister of the solar array and they drive the motors in there to retract it, we could hear it. I mean, very, very well. If you're holding on to the item, you can hear it. If you're not, you can't.
We're now approaching Building 9, the space vehicle mock-up facility. Inside, you'll learn from the astronauts how the extensive training they do here prepares them to do their job in space.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the astronaut training facility or the space vehicle mock-up building. This building here is like a large classroom for the astronauts and engineers that work here at the Johnson Space Center. It's where all the training before going on an international space station or space shuttle mission goes on.
Vamos a poder bajar arriba. Entonces, ¿por qué pasó los autos?
Son trabajadores, ingenieros.
I would love oh, yeah, they are. Mira los zapatos de alguien y la sombrilla. Papá, mamá, miren.
Sí, avanza.
Perdón, no voy a ver nada.
Todavía está activa esta.
Pues algo han de hacer.
Columbia Challenge Auditoria Atlantis Endeavor. ¿Cuál fue donde fue José? ¿Cuál es?
No me acuerdo.
puedes decir nada porque no quieres decir.
Ese es el cuerpo.
¿Me puedo tomarle foto? Sí.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, directly in front of us you will see the full fuselage trainer, or the FFT. This is a full-scale mock-up of the actual Space Shuttle Orbiter, which obviously means that the size is the exact same, but it's missing one very important thing. If you guys did not notice, there aren't any wings on this training model, and there obviously are wings on the actual Space Shuttle Orbiter. The reasons for this are they would actually not be able to fit in this building, and they're also not needed for training purposes, because this trainer is only for living inside the space shuttle. They don't actually practice flying this on here in the center poise.
¿Cuál? Los del...
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we're now approaching our second and final stop of today's tour, which is Rocket Park. Inside is the large Saturn V rocket, which was actually built and designed to go up into space and be the 18th Apollo mission. But the Apollo program did come to a stop after 17 missions because there was not enough government funding to fund another mission, so this rocket inside was never actually able to fly and go to the moon like it was intended to. Please note that this stop is a drop-off, so you guys are going to have to take all of your personal belongings with you, and there will be another tram to come by and take you guys back to Space Center Houston. They usually run about every 10 to 15 minutes, but you guys are welcome to stay here for as long as you would like until they close.
But you can go up there eventually. There's a space mission and they invite you. You want to go out of space and sure that. Come on, Peter. Yeah. Oh yeah? No, there's no astronaut. $10 if you want to grab president.
Wow, tengo una idea cómo estaba para tomar.
Ah, aquí trae el combustible, ¿no? Sí.
Tengo una idea para tomar una foto.
Bueno, este era ese aluminio antiguo.
Marco, mira.
No, that's the main. That's the front.
I'm Gene Cernan, Apollo astronaut. It is with great pride and pleasure that I welcome you on this tour. What makes the Johnson Space Center special is that the elite men and women who go into space work live and train here. What makes us successful is the teaming of the astronauts and the people who support them. From the largest indoor underwater training facility in the world to the operation of the largest orbiting science laboratory, the International Space Station, Johnson Space Center has always been on the leading edge of discovery and innovation. I was the last human ever to have set foot on the moon, but not for long. Right here and now, the men and women of JSC are working on a new generation of spacecraft for human spaceflight. It is indeed an exciting time to be here. On this tour, you will share and experience the spirit and the history that is the Johnson Space Center. Welcome.
We choose to go to the moon. We choose to go to the moon. We choose to go to the moon in this decade and do the other things, not because they are easy.